Hey traders, mic test 1 2 3.
Hey traders. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to all. So today is Friday. It's 13 December, all right. And on my screen, I have Nifty 50 chart of Nifty 50, all right. And as you can see, this is crazy volatility. You know, nobody can really anticipate this, all right. So we'll be discussing some crucial price action points, OI data, FI, DI data. We'll be discussing everything. Stay hooked. I think it's 12:22. We still have 3 hours more for the markets today to end, right? I'll probably open our December futures Nifty 50 to give to have a better insight on the volume profiling, right? What is going on in the markets. I'll parallelly also open Bank Nifty's chart. All right. So एक बार on a brief डिस्कस करते हैं कि आज सुबह हुआ क्या, what exactly happened today. I'll go to 15 minutes chart, right? देखो, from past 3 days FIs are building shorts in the market and उनको कहीं तो exit point चाहिए था, right? So now nobody actually knows कि ये जो fall आया, this was triggered by FIs to profit from the shorts and then again pull back the markets up, or on the lower side, on the put side, you call short side, somebody was trapped and the market was not falling. But ये scenario हो नहीं सकता because calls and puts both were digging heavily. All right, so of course I think the higher probability is FIs made short from past 3 days and market was not falling, so they deliberately made the market go down and then they booked their profits and then they again pump the market up, and again now we are in the range of 24, essentially 24 700 to 750, and on the downside we have 24 500. All right, so all in all it's like we are back to square one. कुल मिला के बात वही हुई, बस ये सुबह volatility आई and फंसे कौन होंगे, who would be actually trapped, जिसने या तो the ones who have carried calls yesterday, right? They might have been trapped, and or the one who shorted at the bottom, right? So these two groups would have been trapped in the markets. And आप अगर if you look at the last time when this kind of volatility came in the market, right? This was the day, all right? So this move essentially is under SEBI's radar, that if this happened, why it happened, and who was behind it. all right, SEBI ने एक सर्कुलर पब्लिश किया कि ये जो मूव हुआ था, आई थिंक दिस वाज आल्सो ऑन फ्राइडे, तो ये जो फ्राइडे को मूव हुआ 250 पॉइंट्स, इस यहाँ पे भी सेम सिनेरियो हुआ, सेम थिंग हैपेंड हियर. Markets went 200 300 points up and then straight one 15-minute candle 300 point down. इजीली पॉसिबल नहीं होता. निफ्टी में आप 300 पॉइंट्स मूव करा रहे हो, यू हैव टू पंप रिलायंस, यू हैव टू पंप एचडीएफसी बैंक, यू हैव टू पंप टीसीएस, इन्फोसिस, एवरीथिंग. सो और ये दिस थिंग यू डिड नॉट यूज टू हैपन अर्लियर व्हेन देयर वर डेली एक्सपायरीज. ऑफ कोर्स देयर वाज मूवमेंट, लाइक अगर बहुत दिन का बिल्डअप है तो देयर वाज मूवमेंट, बट इतना वाइल्ड nobody can really anticipate this, right? So now the question is कि यहाँ पे करना क्या है, what actually we want to do. And अब देखो, we actually carried shots and we booked somewhere around here. All right, we booked around somewhere around here, around 250 we booked. Yes, it went till 185, right? I'll bring back my levels. It went till 185. I mentioned in my telegram group that till 185 it can go. From 185 when it came till 250 we booked booked our carried shots there. By God's grace we booked all the shots timely, and from that point markets are just blasting. So we have decided to not trade for the day because we all are in good profits from this fall, right? And since it's Friday, right? We all do not want, the motive behind no trading for now till 3:30 p.m. is we should not overtrade and we should not make our profits into turn into a loss. Right, so we'll just observe. The stream has just started. Stay hooked to it. If you are someone new watching this live stream for the first time and you are liking, subscribe to the channel. Stay hooked. The link to our Telegram channel is in our description box. Right. So just give me a second. I'll be back. या ट्रेडर्स. सो अभी जो चल रहा है, लेट्स इट्स फाइन राइट, बिकॉज देखो अब यहाँ पे अपन मेजर सप्लाई और डिमांड जोन मार्क कर लेते हैं. अब इतनी बड़ी डेली कैंडलस्टिक, व्हेन सच बिग डेली कैंडलस्टिक्स आर फॉर्मिंग, यू एक्चुअली कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. सो ये मार्क कर लेते हैं. 185 पे एक्चुअली आया था यहाँ पे. सो वील मार्क दिस एज मेजर demand zone now, right? This will be a demand zone, and we'll also mark major supply zone. So major supply zone is 24,700 only, because if you essentially see, there would be many call writers here. So if this level gets broken out, we can essentially see a move like this. Above 24,750, we have already discussed, it's a cakewalk till 25,000. Real move will come above 25,000. All right, but but the catch here is, why, the question is why we went short yesterday below 24,260. The first point being, FIs were building shorts in OI data from 3 days, and those shorts had to be covered at some point of time. अगर FI कोई short build कर रहा है, तो आप ये just remember this thing, that there is a possibility of move coming in their direction. All right, क्योंकि FIs are not fools, they have big money. So even if they are trapped, they can essentially at any moment get out. They can pump or dump the market, they can get out, and the market can again come back at those levels. All right, so what you need to take care of is, if someone is building shorts and if the entity is FIIs, you need to be cautious in longs, whether longs or short, whatever they are building, right? If FIIs would have been long, they would have been green from past 3 days, then we would have not shorted the markets. This was fundamentally, like, this was OI data based. If we talk technically, right, so I made you guys show that we have a trend line actually going. All right, so this was the trend line we actually discussed, and when this trend line broke down, right, I mentioned in my Telegram group that this trend line has broken down, and एग्जैक्टली मैंने यहाँ पे एक ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर बनाया था कि ये ऊपर जाएगा एंड यहाँ पे आएगा. अब ये वाला जो ट्रेंड लाइन ऐसा जब ब्रेक होता है कोई भी, जस्ट इमेजिन वन थिंग, मार्केट इज मूविंग लाइक दिस लाइक दिस लाइक दिस लाइक दिस. सो वी हैव अ ट्रेंड लाइन लाइक दिस, right? At certain point of time, this trend line gets broken down. So what happens is, the market comes back till this trend line and then again goes down beyond. All right, so now also, if you essentially see this trend line broken down, it went till this point, and जितना market यहाँ पे sustain किया, for all this time still we are not above this trend line. All right, I hope you are getting the point. ये पूरे time के लिए market did not go above this trend line, and still the market is not above this trend line. All right, so we have broken a trend line. अब possible देखो क्या हो सकता है यहाँ पे, कि हमने ये ट्रेंड लाइन यहाँ पे तोड़ी, we broke this trend line, we came till this point and then we again went down, right? So what's the price action now? हो सकता है कि यहाँ से ये पुल बैक आ जाए, फिर यहाँ से markets can take a good resistance, because ये एक supply zone है, so markets can take a good resistance, right? So जितना टाइम मार्केट यहाँ पे स्पेंड करेगा उतना उसके लिए डिफिकल्ट होगा ये पॉइंट क्रॉस करने के लिए, बिकॉज दिस ट्रेंड लाइन इज गोइंग अबव एंड अबव. सो द मोर time market wastes here, like this, the market wasted, right? Because we broke this trend line, we went down, then again we had a pullback. तो यहाँ पे बहुत सस्टेन किया मार्केट. ऑल राइट, सो जितना यहाँ पे सस्टेन कर रहा है उतना उसको डिफिकल्ट होगा वापस बुलिश होने के लिए, बिकॉज दिस ट्रेंड लाइन इज गोइंग अप एंड अप. ऑल राइट, सो नाउ व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी कि मार्केट ने एक नीचे का एक स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म किया. ऑल राइट, सो एसेंशियली देखो, ट्रेंड लाइन का ब्रेकडाउन तो हुआ है, बट अगर आप ये ट्रेंड लाइन एक मार्कर, हो सकता है मार्केट नाउ माइट मूव इन दिस चैनल. सो मार्केट्स क्या करते हैं, जनरली चैनल शिफ्ट करते हैं अपना. लेट्स सपोज मार्केट अगर यहाँ से ऊपर जाता है तो मार्केट इस चैनल में होता है. इफ द चैनल इज बीइंग ब्रोकन डाउन, सो व्हाट द मार्केट्स कैन डू नाउ, एक नया चैनल फॉर्म होता है ये वाला. सो द मार्केट्स कैन एसेंशियली कंटिन्यू देयर अपवर्ड ट्रैजेक्टरी इन दिस चैनल. ऑलराइट, सो फर्स्ट रीजन फॉर गोइंग शॉर्ट yesterday was the breakdown of 24,600. essentially यहाँ पे 24,600 breakdown हुआ था, and plus we had this thing in mind कि ये ट्रेंड लाइन ब्रेक हुई है, तो जब तक ये ट्रेंड लाइन ऊपर वापस नहीं होती तो हम लोग bullish नहीं हो सकता. At least we can be bearish or we cannot be bearish, but bullish we cannot be bullish. All right. So still we have not crossed that trend line, and as I'm telling you, we can make another trend line on the downward trajectory. We can go like this. All right. First point was break of 2600. So yesterday, if you essentially see, right, where is 24,600, we broke down with a good candlestick, and after that we did not see any essential pullback. So it was very, safe to carry shorts, even if market would have opened gap up खुल नहीं सकता क्योंकि there was low probability of gap up because US markets are at all time high and Dow Jones, it is correcting from past 4 days. So you have to keep in mind all these trigger points which can make a market gap down. So technically हमारे जो हमारा डिस्कशन था, what discussion we had on our telegram group, that we will short the markets below 24,600, right? So if you go to 1 hour time frame, so 24,600 यहाँ पे बहुत बड़ा touch point था. So we'll mark 24,600, right? And up, if you essentially see, market went up and first support, then again went up, then support, right? And then market went broke this. If you remember, if you all remember this, market broke 24,600, came till 24,500, then again went back up. So we initiated our shorts here. So एक point, if you just keep this thing in mind, if a certain or single point is being touched upon many times, that point becomes weak. So यहाँ पे touch हुआ, यहाँ पे zone आया, फिर यहाँ पे zone आया, again the market came and essentially it broke down 24,600 and sustained. That's why we at this point we carried short and we got our move, but nobody actually knew that this up move would have come because it's Friday. You can now, going future, going down the line, you can anticipate that Thursdays and Fridays, volatility can come. So next week it is possible that Friday can be sideways, Thursday volatility can come. So essentially now, since the daily expiries have been closed, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we have a high probability of being sideways because यहाँ पे premiums इतने ज़्यादा होते हैं. VIX is around 13-14. So premiums बहुत अच्छे मिलते हैं both side call put. I'll open the OI option chain also. Alright, for you guys. Right, so we'll go. So these were the points we shorted the market, and let's go to the live price action, right? So now see, we'll mark essentially our supply zones. All right, so market opened little bit, I think 50 points gap down, and as soon as market opened gap down 5 minutes, even the 5 EMA market was not able to break on the upside. As soon as we broke 20 EMA 5 minutes, we kept going up, and now the markets, Nifty 50 kept going up with the support of 5 EMA, and now markets are essentially just going sideways at this point, 24,600. All right, so we'll mark some of the supply and decent zone. So we had a breakdown from 24,600. So this is a very crucial zone now. I'll mark this as red. All right, so above this zone we will see the markets going up, and नीचे का जो जोन है वो फॉर द टाइम बिंग सपोर्ट मार्केट के पास यहाँ पर 24,400. वाई? क्योंकि देखो, whenever a good support is being broken down easily, it becomes a resistance, but ये resistance यहाँ पे नहीं हुआ. So this was a fake move kind of. So now I'm making 24,400 as a good support. So I'll mark this as green. So a good bullish move will come above 24,600 and good bearish move can come below 24,400. Below 24,400 we can essentially go back till 300, do a support like this, and can come back till 24,185. But we need to come back till, if it all we come back till 24,400, then and only we can have that. Above this point, above 24,600, we can essentially do 24,650, 670, 700, and above 700, these two levels are piece of cake. Right? It's a cakewalk, right? So let's just observe, let's just calmly sit down. If at all we are crossing 677 or 700, we'll try to take some of the bullish trades, but with very less quantity, right? Just need to explain this one more point that why we actually went sideways. Alright, देखो, if you see, right, it was such a huge early candlestick. So क्या होता है ना जब ऐसे wild movement आता है, a movement like this and this, right? So what? Just a second. I think my mic, yeah, mic is working. So इस पूरे मूव में what essentially happens is जो options की writing होती है ना, whenever the bears and bulls they sell the options, so those get unwinded. और वो unwind क्यों होते हैं? Because there are literally no premiums left. So after a move like this, the premiums, are actually very high on both the sides because VIX is high. All right. So now these increased premium on both the sides, whether it's a call, whether it's a put, these need to get cooled off and they need to get digested. So उसके बाद markets actually went sideways. तो ये premium point होता है price action का. You need to remember this whenever you see a very good volatility day or whenever you see a very big daily candlestick. So there is a probability that market can go sideways for next coming 3 to 4 sessions or 3 to 4 days, right? So अर्ली पे यहाँ पे इतनी बड़ी कैंडलस्टिक थी, so it was expected कि ठीक है market has to digest those increased premiums. Why those premiums increased? Because ये wild move आया. So this is a change, right? So what basically the big players do is they write the options, ठीक है? Just imagine it like this: they write the options and there is no volatility. Another big player comes, he pumps the market and dumps the market. Everybody's SL on the both side gets triggered. When everybody's SL is being triggered, the VIX increases because the option selling or the option writing is decreasing, right? So whenever the option writing is decreasing, the premium on both the sides, call and put, would rise because sellers, if you're selling a thing, it price would go down, right? If sellers are coming out of certain tradable thing, so its price will automatically increase. All right. So now after this move, what option sellers see is the increased premiums. All right. So I think if at the money you are getting around 200 to 50 points, like 200 points, 100 points on the call side and 100 points on the put side, I think who will be not interested in selling that option, right? So after such a wild move, your VIX is increased. So if you see, VIX is 5% up. So in the coming days, this 5% VIX will get digested. All right. So now in the next expiry, if you go and see 19 December expiry, at the money के क्या premium चल रहे हैं? Both side 178 and 185 है. क्यों? Why? Because both side the option sellers premium, option sellers SLs got triggered, and after they are triggered, more option sellers comes to eat this premium. So this thing you need to understand, whether if you are seeing such a volatile move in the markets, you need to be ready for a this one sideways move post that. So I think until and unless now we cross this range, we will not be seeing any move. We can end the whole day between this place, right? So our strategy is we'll go long with one or two lot probably above this point 24,600 till 700, and we might go short below 24,400, right? But still, I think 90% I won't initiate any trade because I'm sitting on very good profits. But let's see, with one lot we can do, right? We actually trade on 10x of that, so one lot at least we can do. Let's just quickly see what's the OI data going on. All right. So the biggest resistance still stays at 25,000. All right, and if you essentially see, the biggest support is at 24,000, but 24,300 is also good support. For now, 24,500 is a support. So one more thing can happen here is, this can be essentially, if you talk about this whole move, right, this down move can essentially be trapped, like a trapping movement for a big bull here. So हुआ क्या होगा, what might have happened is, let's suppose somebody would have wanted to short the market. He shorted the market, market came down, but another big player got trapped in longs. right? So he deliberately made the markets come up. Now if he tries to exit, and if the markets are coming down like this list, and if it crosses 24,400 and comes down, it will be a short thing. We'll get a confirmation that somebody got trapped here, and now the market is again coming down after giving a very good up move. All right. So for the coming expiry, what option seller would do? See, if you are an option buyer, you need to always think from option seller's perspective, बिकॉज आपको ये फिगर आउट करना पड़ेगा कि ऑप्शन सेलर पैनिक कहाँ करेगा, एंड ऑप्शन सेलर फिगर आउट करते हैं कि ऑप्शन बायर कहाँ पैनिक करेगा, राइट? सो एज एन ऑप्शन बायर, इफ यू आर एन ऑप्शन बायर, you need to now figure out what will be the level beyond which option seller will panic. So what an ideal option seller would have done, if you go and look at the option chain, right? Let's suppose you are an option seller, so you are getting 131 points premium at 24,650, or even 100 points premium at 24,700. He would have shorted this call, all right, and 100 points here he's getting around 24,350, so he would have shorted this put, right? Good quantities, so he's getting 200 points premium, right? So if you essentially see, the highest OI is at 24,300, 92 points, and highest OI on the call side is at 24,700. So the range comes out at 24,300 to 700. So the markets can essentially roam around 24,300 to 700. So markets can roam around in this range until 19th of the next 19th of December, because there is a lot of premium to be eaten, right? So now you need to just think from option seller perspective that where these option seller would panic. तो आपको सिर्फ कुछ नहीं करना, यू जस्ट नीड टू गो टू द ऑप्शन ओ आई चेन एंड नीड टू जस्ट फिगर आउट किस लेवल पे हाईएस्ट ओ आई है, उसके बियॉन्ड ही एक अच्छा मूव आएगा. सो अ गुड बेरिश मूव वुड कम बियॉन्ड 24,300 only. Till what level? First level would be 200, second level would be 24,000. How I am seeing this is the amount of OI data which is present here. Beyond 24,700, if we go, right, 24,700 has a decent amount of call OI. Beyond, if we go, we can essentially see 800 first, and above 800 there are no resistances. 850, 900, even 950. 25,000 would be the ultimate stop. All right, so you need to figure this out. Now what would have option sellers would have done? They would have shorted the call here and shorted the put here. So until the market is in this range, they are very comfortable. They are thinking like, let the new players play within this range, we'll just keep them trapped, we'll make the markets fall, and whenever the clients go long, we'll short the markets. Or whenever the clients will go bearish, we'll pump the markets. So this is how it plays out, right? We'll just go and observe the option chain. Alright, so synthetic future price is at 24,557. So technically, if the synthetic future is above the spot price, this is the spot price, so market has a tendency to go till this, like the pull upwards basically. If synthetic future is more than The spot price, we say that futures are in premium. So whenever the futures are in premium, the the spot has a bias to go up or go till our synthetic futures, right? Let's just observe some of the stocks and other indexes, that what actually they are trying to do. Nifty IT, if you see, right, we had a short setup, if you would say, right, we had a short setup, that short below 4400, all right. So if you see, basically TCS is in a channel, right? So this actually got triggered, but it did not close a 30-minute candlestick below this one. So 30-minute candlestick came above 4400 only, and at this only single point, TCS blasted. So every market, every stock, if you would see, right, will go to SDFC Bank. We'll see that which all stocks contributed to the uprise. So if you see, exactly at around 10:45, 10:50, SDFC also blasted, TCS blasted. See, 10:45, right? If you would see, right, when it started blasting, 11:10, right, 10:55, and if you would see, essentially Infi also. So I think Infi also got blasted, right? See, at this point. So it's a planned thing. It's not happening nothing is happening by fluke. It's everything is planned. They want to bring the markets down, then again they want to uh, keep the markets up, just because they have their positions. So we cannot crave about it. We can just learn from the markets, because we are not greater than the markets, and neither we have the capital to control it. We can just be a slave of the market, right? All right, now we are trying. I think the markets took support from 24,500, but still we'll wait for this range to get taken out. All right. Today morning, right, I was discussing. I posted in my Telegram group, right, because I'm you know a fan of technicals, right. So I posted that a lot of charts are coming up. Please stay aware. So in the morning, right, when the market was here somewhere, I was not able to find any support on any time frame. Let's start going to 15 minutes. The price was below every moving average. All right. Hourly time frame, when the price was here, it was below every moving average. You go to 2 hour, below every moving average. Let's trade go to 4 hours, below every moving average. Let's go to daily, below these both 20 and 100 moving average. So the next support which came around was 200 DMA, which is 23,600. That's why I posted that shocking charts are coming up, and I was even trying to post, but by the time I posted, markets turned around suddenly. All right. So and in the weekly time frame also, the markets were beyond this, both 5 and 20 weekly EMA. So then from weekly perspective, the support was next support was coming as 21,000. And if you look at the weekly price pattern, right, so the markets were essentially trying to go beyond this. So if previous weekly low would have been breached, it would have been another put shorter unwinding. So the markets would have come till this level, but markets had another plan, right? So it took support from this. So now for the coming next week, if today by the end of the day we do not breach this level, what is this level? I think 185 only, right? Yes. So if we do not breach this level and we are able to save this today, so it will be a crucial, this will be a crucial point down the line next week. I think if somebody wants to go positionally long, right, it was a best thing to buy here, but you can never know that where the markets would take support, right? So and technically, right, the markets on a daily time frame, they were coming up beautifully. They broke this trend line, they came down, right? So generally, right, whenever see, I'll try to make you explain this one thing. I'll clear all the drawings, right? I'll just have one single technical line, trend line, sorry. So what the price action says, if the markets are coming down in a long bearish trend, and if the markets are trying to go up, so the market does not, in the first rally does not go up, so it would be like a V-shaped recovery. No, this does not happen. This happens very rarely on an event based. So markets, what they try to do is they try to come down, form a double bottom at this place. This can be a double bottom or a W bottom, right? So what is a W bottom? Markets essentially what they try to do is this, and at this place majority of the bulls get added, right? So if the markets are not coming down and they're trying to cross this level now, I think 25 500 would be easily achieved next week. But let's see where do we close from daily perspective and weekly, because it will be the end of the week. Today is Friday, so it's very essential to observe that where we are essentially closing, right? One more thing in the OI, I want you guys to see is this multi-strike OI, right? So this is the actual thing I want you guys to learn. See, in the morning when the markets went down, call OI went straight up. Then as soon as the markets turn around, the call OI went, the call OI came down, and the put OI was decent. Put OI went little bit up, then it again came down, and now both are at the same level, right? So what this signifies is when the volatility is increased, call OI got increased. Everybody shorted the call, right? But now everything comes to mean average, 50 lakh, 40 lakh. And I think now for rest of the day, if at all we do not break 24 600 650 on the upside, we can be in this range only. So the markets are forming. Let's just quickly go and see the volumes, what volumes we are seeing. So if you essentially see, right, we have prices going up, but the volume is coming down. So there is a volume divergence, right? Let's see with the markets. So in this case, what exactly happens, right? See, देखो यहाँ पे दो चीज़ें होती हैं. अब I'll try to explain you volume profiling little bit. All right. See, if you see the price is going up and the volume coming down, so there are two possible things. Either you'll see a big red candle here and the price action would turn around, right? Because what happens is if the volume is decreasing, so there is a volume inversion. So what does volume inversion mean is these are all green candlesticks. So at there would come a certain point of time where this buying will diminish and selling would start coming. At that point of time, the bears start getting enter and we get a big red candlestick. So that is a sign when on an intraday basis when the bears are getting entered. Or the second case, what can happen is markets would have to break above this level and we would see a breakout from this downward channel, right? So if you see, we have this. So if at all market crosses this level 24 650 in the futures, so you can see a green candlestick like this. So that would be a sign that okay, bulls are still strong, right? So Currently it's 24 580, and we are trying to cross the level of this range of 600 to 650, but I don't think so. I'm not getting conviction from the volume side. Okay, so now if you see, right, what I just explained, right, so this candlestick is trying to come equal from volume perspective to prior volume candlestick, so which is a good sign for the bulls, right? Let's mark some supply demand zones on future chart also, right? Future chart is simple, right? Okay, let's once have a look at what bank nifty is doing. 15 minutes time frame. Okay, bank nifty went down, and I'll tell you one thing. So this is prior day closing bank nifty, right? Or I'm really amazed to see what price action bank nifty is trying to form. Just look at this, man. Just look at this. From past, I don't know how many sessions, if you would count 5 or 6 sessions, it would come. One, two, three, four, five, six. From past 6 sessions, bank nifty is really confused, because every candlestick is a doji or is a wick candlestick, right? So bank nifty went till 52, what this point is, I'm not even sure, 50 to 200, and from that bank nifty came 1000 point up. So it was a 1000 point down move and a 1000 point recovery, right? Now we'll mark it, what we'll mark is previous day closing. This is previous day closing, right? 15 minutes we'll go. So previous day closing, bank nifty is trying to go up, and bank nifty के लिए, if you are a trader of bank nifty, essentially now if we go above 53 500, we'll mark 53 500. If at all we go, I think bank nifty can do easily 54,000. So we'll, I think, let's, okay, let's go. We crossed beyond this level. Okay, let's let the market sustain above this level, above this red zone. So I think we'll let the market sustain 650 above, and we'll try to initiate, I think, some shots. And if you would see, right, this put, I'll make you see this. I was in 19th 24 700 19th December put, right? This put went to what level? See, 15 minutes. I bought yesterday around at 177. I would open, I'll open my trade. I bought around 177, and I booked around, I think, 430. I booked around this. So if I wouldn't have booked, it has come, it is now about to come below my entry point. So it is very essential in these markets, and especially on Fridays and Thursdays, to book your profits and just sit out from the markets. All right, above, I think, 670 the markets can blast, and let's try to trade bank nifty. All right, so bank nifty above, I think, okay, we have a touch point at this point. Above this, we can essentially do this, but we need to sustain in this area for a couple of minutes. So we need to sustain, and then see, all these bears are heavily trapped. If at all someone would have trapped and someone would have not exited, they are trapped actually. So above this level, now since the market has sustained at this point, we can keep a good support around here, and bank nifty is trying to cross this level. So bank nifty, if it always sustain, it actually needs to sustain for a little bit, and then if it sustains here for a little bit, we can see this move. All right, let's see if the bank nifty does this thing or not. I'll keep a small target at this point. Right, so bank nifty is at 53 300. Our strategy is above 53 300 is previous day closing, but to be more sure, since 53 500 is a psychological number, I would keep 53 500 as a point, and above this, if we are sustaining for 30 minutes, we can go long for 54,000. Now the main point being, this was a trap for bears and liquidity creation. So market was not able to go up. What market did is it went down. It created sell orders because markets, the big money wants to buy since there is no liquidity. And I'll interestingly I'll try to explain this point why these wild moves are happening. See, पहले क्या होता था? there there were used to, there were a lot of retailers in the market who used to trade, you know penny options, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees. So there was a huge amount of liquidity. Now all that liquidity is gone. Suddenly it is scrapped out of the system, right? So the big players, what they're trying to do is they're trying to create the liquidity. How will they try? How they are doing it? Let's suppose they shorted the market. Everybody, even me, I my case is different because I carried the short. What they're trying to do is they're trying to short the markets. They'll see, they know, not they'll not see, they know that seeing this move, retailers would come in, all right, and retailers would start shorting the market, and that is the best time for essentially, bulls to go long. So that's what market is trying to do currently, and let's just observe. Okay, we are at 670. Markets should sustain at this point, right? Let's go to Bank Nifty. My plan was actually not to trade today because you might never know that from which point the markets can turn around. So if at all I want to go long, I'll wait for a dip and enter at this point. I'll not enter at this point, right? Let a dip come till this move, then we can trade this because this is a very good demand zone. All right. Still, we have not initiated any longs. Just thinking to, it's almost 1 o'clock, only 2 hours remaining, and today is Friday, so it's the weekend, right? So either if you want to trade, you can carry any put short, right? Because the markets are going bullish. Okay, 676, and this is the place. If you see, right, the markets have heavily traded at this point in this whole range. So just let's get a bird eye view of this. I'll just zoom out to 1 hour. All right. So now what markets try to do? They try to create the liquidity here, right? And this is the range now. I'll mark this as a channel, right? This is the channel. Not sure why it is coming in green color. I'll edit the setting and make it back to not orangish, but yes, it's kind of perfect. So this is a channel, right? And if we break out of this channel or break down of this channel, we broke down essentially, and if you clone this, we completed the move and one move above it is remaining. So if at all we cross this level 700, 750, we can do a simple move till 25,000. So just be ready for it. If you have not traded from the morning, and if you have skipped all these volatile moves, that this might be a good trade for you. All right, what I'll do is I'll just post this screenshot in my Telegram group just to make people aware who are not on the live stream. All right, I'll be away for a while. Yes, traders, I'm back, and let's just go and see 5 minutes time frame. So we have a target. Okay, I'll just remove all these drawings. We have a target till 25,000 if we break out of what 24,750. All right. So now since this point is, so I'll tell you how I trade, how I trail my trades, right? So what I essentially see exactly market is trying to turn around from this point. The market should actually take support from this red zone since it has broken out, but still we have not initiated any trades. All right. So this, if you see, right, this is the touch point, this is the touch point, this is the touch point, this is the touch point. Again, this is a touch point. There cannot be more touch points. Market has to break out of this 700 level and has to go till 24,800. Above 24,800, this would be a good touch point. So the market essentially what it can do, it can go till 24,800 in a short covering, come down till 750, go till 25,000. This is the expected move, but let's see if the markets are able to sustain at this point, right? We still have this trend line, the trend line which got broken down from here. So we have this trend line till 25, and the more time it will take, right, the more, like, let's suppose this move happens, so the more time markets would take, the more higher it has to go to touch this trend line. So markets can again go like this and again can come down, right? Let's see what's the mark, what the market is trying to do. All right, just once we have a look at bank nifty. Exactly. So what I mentioned is I would not go long here. I would wait for a dip till this level. I would try to go long. This is the idea, but I'm personally not going long because I have very good profits. So just do not want to do over trading and ruin those profits also, right? Hey traders. Right. So as we discussed, we need markets to sustain around this area for a certain period of time. Post that we can go long. But let's see if this whole green rally is also fake. So as we discussed, this red zone, if the markets are breaking out, this should be a support, at least for intraday. So Zeroda is saying that you can now search stocks with upcoming corporate action using the all new event search. Alright. Try to go on 1 hour. So this is clearly on 1 hour is impulsive move and it really looks difficult to sustain. Let's see. I'll clone a drawing here and I'll make a support here also. This is also good support. Right. I'll lead the support. Let's see what Bank Nifty is trying to do. Alright. I'll mark this channel as green to indicate a good support here. Right. See, I'll try to explain. I think most of the people here on the stream should have been knowing this. See, let's suppose these are two levels. Markets, just one second. Let's suppose these are two levels. Markets are coming down, 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 down. First time the market is hitting this level, it will act as a support. Second time hitting, it will act as a support. If the trend has been coming from a long time, right? Let's extend this. Third time, let's suppose it broke, but it again came back. It again took a support, went up again. So how many touch points? At least five. Now, since this was a very good support, if we are breaking this and taking a resistance from this only, now this good support becomes a good resistance. So now whenever from the bottom of the markets, if the markets is coming till this point, it will act as a resistance to go more down. All right. So this is the thing which happens, and it happens the same with even when there is a strong bull rally, right? Markets are trying to take support in this red zone. From this rally, if you see, right, we are continuously trading above the 20 EMA. So if 5 minutes 20 EMA comes, I'll delete all the drawings. 5 minutes 20 EMA should be a good support, which is 24 550, right? So let's see. It is a good decision to not trade, right? We have given a trade in our telegram group above 24 cent 50. If at all we sustain for 30 minutes, we can go long till 24 800 and 25,000, right? So the markets are now coming in green zone, take support and go up. Let's go to OI change and let's see. Call at last 5 minutes, call OI changes almost 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, sorry. and longs unwinding is there. So see, if you see last 2 hours, right, a lot of action has been happened from full last 3 hours. If you see, right, let's till 11. So the fall started from, I think, 9:40. It went till this one. So during this period, a lot of shorts were added. So after this, a lot of shorts were unwinded in the same thing. So it was just a pump and dump if you essentially see. Alright, but if you see 26th December, which is monthly, so what happened here? From, let's see, from 9:30 till 11, 38 lakh shorts were added and 6 lakh longs were unwinded. From 11:30 till, I think, let's go to current time, call OI change. If you see from monthly, so are you seeing the difference here? So somebody was trapped in monthly shorts, they wanted to book the profit. It's clear from the OI data. I just prove it to you, right? I just proved it to you. It's clear. Monthly expiry there has been unwinding. इसकी तो expiry थी नहीं ना. Expiry 19 December की थी. From then why this monthly action happened? और अभी latest action क्या है? Longs की building हो रही है. There is addition of 4.66 lakh. So this is giving me bullish price actions because monthly में से इतने बड़े शॉर्ट्स अनवाइंड होना कोई इजी बात नहीं है. एग्जैक्टली किस पॉइंट पे शॉर्ट्स अनवाइंड हुए? देखो, अगेन विल सी, राइट. Till this, there was no action. There was 53 lakhs of addition of shorts. From this point, if you see 11, shorts started getting unwounded. Even till 12, I think these were the SLs which got hit. Probably that can also be the case. These were the SLs which got hit due to the up move. Because what has happened is, but the problem I'm telling you, the problem, call Y added got 53 lakh call I got added, right? So out of that, how much has been unwounded? 28 lakhs. Half of the call I has been unwounded. So whatever was made in the morning, so it was a deliberate move. Somebody shorted the market and you know they brought the market again up. So if you see it from 20 MA, the markets are taking again support above 24,700. Some shorts, single lot, two lots, three lots can be initiated. All right. All right, traders, we have taken a support a little bit above 20 EMA, and should this red zone be turned into green? The question is that if the markets go beyond this level, 677, I will turn this into a support. All right, let's actually see the profiling, right? So the case which I explained, right? Exactly that happened. There are two cases. In the falling volume, if at all the markets want to break out from there, it has to break out with a good volume. Let's suppose if this would have been the case, that this breakout candlestick formed but this candlestick would have been a weak or red weak green candlestick, or the volume less than the prior green candlestick, then it would have been a fake breakout, right? So this is how you figure out fake breakouts and fake breakdown. Let's go to Nifty 50. Right, okay, bank Nifty, we'll see. All right, so as I mentioned, right, I would not go long here. I would wait for a retest. The retest has come, right, and 53,500 I would still, wait. Let's see. Markets are trying hard to break out from the 677. And of course, right? Why wouldn't it be difficult, right? There are so many SLs pending on the bull side, right? On longer perspective, if you see, right, it's what it's trying to do, head and shoulder. But this shoulder ever formed? No, right? It's trying to get formed on break of finally 24,000. We can see a move till this level. This we have discussed already, 22,000. Long back we have discussed, right? Okay, let's not talk about what can happen. Let's trade and let's observe what the markets is telling us. Let's not assume. Bank Nifty, okay. I think the markets now will go majorly sideways only. Nifty is going good. IT is pumping. We'll see Tata Motors once. Decent only. Nothing much here. I think it's a mixed market, right? With financials slightly positive, IT being positive, energy being flat, realty, mid cap, small cap being down 0.5%, everything, right? It's kind of a mixed market. Majorly because it's expiry, so you would see a mixed market. And why? Because only these can drive the markets, these large caps, Reliance, TCS, Infosys, HDFC Bank. So you will majorly see them getting driven only on the day of expiry, right? So yeah. All right. So we are very near to 24,700 traders, and if at all we break out, it would be a great, huge amount of short covering, right? So we were actually observing this why, all right, and 19th, if you see full day, okay, there are 3 crore of longs being added, and from where the people have got the confidence from this rally, right? So if this rally gets reversed completely, I don't think it is possible, because whoever has bought this, at least they have something in mind, right? So let's see. 677 is very crucial, and as we discussed, right, the markets are essentially sustaining here, right? So if it already sustain here, it's a good point only, right? Let's just go and have a look at VIX. because it's a crucial part of my trading system. So VIX went up in the morning and now it is getting cooled back off, right? So exactly what point an hour back I explained, right? So whenever the VIX increases, option sellers, they come and they take the premium, right? So if you see, right, we were discussing essentially 24,300, 19th expiry. So at this point, what was the premium an hour back? It was around 70 points, all right, and 24 700, 24 800, 700. So 10 points we have got a decay from all these points in an hour. I think it's decent, right? Not bad. And why the decay has come? Because the VIX is again crashing. So it was just an expiry play, nothing else to be bearish. Even like I got flown away when I was actually seeing the volumes in morning, right? In the morning, see if you see the kind of volumes, right? These are not small volumes, right? These are big volumes. So I got flown away with this move, and I mentioned that we can see a Black Monday. I think I think I'll take my words back. We did not initiate. Actually, we initiated some shorts below uh 24 500, right? So in the morning, right? If I make you see the Telegram group in the morning, we mentioned that if we sustain 30 minutes below 24 500, we can essentially add more shots. Then someone asked that where can we add more shots. I told them that below 24 350 if we go, you can take some shots, but it would be catching or falling knife kind of situation. But below 350 we went till 185, right? What it is like another 150 200 points, all right? So trades मिले आज, there were trades in the market, and even if someone would have traded this moving average setup, right, 1 5 minute closing above 20 EMA, trail with the help of 5 EMA, even if someone would have gone bullish at the bottom, right, they would have easily caught the trade. It just depends कि किसने, who took the opportunity and who, traded in that direction, right? So bank nifty can go long here. We can essentially go long here, keeping the stop loss as 53,000, this green zone. I'll just, what I'll do, one thing is, all right, this is 5 minutes, so I'll keep a support, a good support at this point, right? And we can go long at this point. This would be our SL, and our first target would be at least 53,300, above it 53,500, above it 53,600, above it 53,770, and finally 54,000. So these can be the targets, stop loss being 53,000, right? And just we'll go and have a look at what the bank nifty is, why it is saying, right? So there are good amount of full day, if you see, right, till 130, good amount of put OI. Okay, 6 lakh put OI has been unwounded, and 16 lakh of shorts being added. So the major action happened in bank nifty only. So if you see, right, till this point, 63 lakh shorts and 23 lakh OI, and post this point 48 lakhs got unwounded, 17 lakhs got added. All right, total open interest 53,500 remains a resistance. Above it we can do 54,000. That's the strategy. All right, and if you see multi strike OI, the put OI, the call OI has been trading less than the put OI. So the data we can analyze is, it's little bit bullish, on the bullish side only. This was a clear trap, and I don't know who got trapped in it. At least me and my Telegram followers, we did not got trapped in this, right? So 680 we have come, right? And I think let's sustain at least one 15 minutes candlestick above 77. This is a huge move. We can do this. 83, 86, 91. Okay, finally the short covering has started, guys. All right, and I think it's essentially fueled with Bank Nifty. All right, let's see till what point we are able to achieve our targets. Right, VIX is declining, so we do not have an issue here. 694. All right, 696, 24, 696 we are at, and just let me have a look at this. 745. Okay, we are seeing very good amount of volumes, bull volumes on the bullish side in Nifty futures also. So that gives me uh, more strength. So we have essentially gone long here, keeping a stop loss as 53,000. Let's see till what point we get a move. All right, and I think 24,800 should be a good move now. All right. All right, Bank Nifty. I think we're doing good as per the plan. We have come till 53,300. Let's just see. We'll trail the stop loss, and I'll try to teach you how to trail the stop loss. I've not personally taken any trade, but I've given you guys a trade here. All right. So what essentially we discussed is we won't go long here. We will wait for a pullback. We have gone long here. All right. For this move, so above this one 53,300, because this at this point a lot of markets traded for a lot of time. All right. So all these bears should start running away. First target being 53,500. Above 53,500 we can see 600, 700 and 54,000 followed, right? So let's see how our plan goes. We have actually planned our trade, and if you see, right, how would you trail the stop loss? We initiated at this point, so keeping our stop loss at this point, right? So if at all we touch our first level 53,500, we'll essentially bring our stop loss to this range, right? Till now we have not done that, so I'm not doing that. Coming in 5 minutes, traders. All right, 7:31. We are very close to 750, our crucial point, right? And Nifty Bank is way up, right? 53,388. Fine. Let's see. 721. All right. Let's go and check. All right. So actually, 53,000 PE is going up, and 53,000 C is coming down. This is a good thing. Last 5 minutes, there's a heavy shorts unwinding. That is good, and longs addition also. That is good. That is good for bulls. And if you see, all right, what I'll do is, since we have crossed the previous swing high, traders, I'll just shift this to 24, I think 750, and I think I'll bring my support at around this point, right? Bank Nifty still, okay, I'll bring my support at this point, 53, around 53 100 or 150. All right, let's see if we get any increase in prices more, right? All right, traders, we are at this zone also, at this red zone. So if at all we cross this, we can essentially do 24,800. Above 24,750, it would be a great amount of, because 24,750, why I'm talking about, because this is the touch point here. All right, and if we cross this red zone, then only we would go there. Let's just look at what Bank Nifty is doing. 53,400 we have reached. That's a good point. We went long at this point. All right. VIX is also coming down. That is also decent. There is good amount of volumes in Nifty futures. Means bulls are active. Everything is in our favor. Let's see if at all we do not drop suddenly, since because this is Sensex expiry. That's why I'm making you keep your stop loss here. Now your stop loss is at cost to cost. Just remember that. So let's suppose you have initiated at the money option here. So your entry point should be your stop loss. Have a stop loss in the system. Do not ever trade without stop loss, because you might never know at what point and within 5 minutes they can bring the markets down, right? Because it's Friday and we are just trading with 1 to 2 lots here. As a disclaimer, I'm telling you about, because we are in no mood to trade just one single trade with very less quantity, right? All right, traders. So we have essentially crossed 750. Okay, VIX is coming down good. Futures good volume. Volume is decreasing. So this is, let's see. Volumes are decreasing. Of course, the pullback will come, but 53,434 we have come, and I'll try to. Okay, 53,500, post 53,500. What we'll do? We'll trail our stop loss till here, right? So earlier our stop loss was here, right, around 53,000. So we have now essentially moved our stop loss at around 53,150 to 53,200. All right. So we have taken a resistance exactly from 750. Okay. I'll move my stop loss a little bit here. All right. So what's the meaning of this stop loss is that whenever the market is trying to turn around like this, it will turn around till prior swing high. So this becomes a good resistance. So if the markets are turning around, markets can again do it like this. All right. Not seeing any good amount of premium increment because the VIX is coming down, and again the markets are started to come down. All right. Let's see. All right. We are taking a resistance from this red zone as we have marked because this is essentially 24,750. So this green zone should act as a support. Right. Earlier we had a range somewhere in between like this range we had, if you remember, we had somewhere here and here. So if at all it would have moved below 24,400, we have shorted again, but it moved above 24,600, so we have gone long essentially. All right, so let's see. Still the up move is choppy, like it's not a healthy up move. And as I was saying, right, the volume is decreasing. A good red candlestick volume has come and it's a pin bar on the top. So does that mean it's the saturation of longs? We'll see. We'll see. So if you are one more point, if you are ever confused that is this the real volume, go to 1 minute time frame and just see. This is a good volume candlestick, right? So any candle which has come, any red candle, is it crossing the high of that volume? No, right? So until and unless a big red candlestick comes, like, sorry, doodle, like this, and it crosses like this, then and only you should, get worry about your longs. All right, so I'll revert back to 5 minutes. Bank Nifty, will have a look what Bank Nifty is doing. It's essentially taking support from 5 EMA, 5 minutes, and even if it comes back to 20, comes back more down, it can essentially take support from 20 EMA 5 minutes. So let's see. Our stop loss is currently cost to cost. If at all Bank Nifty comes down, we can exit cost to cost. All right. All right, traders. So we have taken a support from 5 EMA 5 minutes again, and our stop loss is this green zone. And above, I think 24,750, it should essentially do 24,800 and 25,000. Let's see if it does or not. Bank Nifty, what it's doing. Okay, what I'll do is just for you guys. We went long here. Alright. So at this point exactly, we went long here. Just so that if anyone, comes on the live stream, I'm thinking to shift my SL from cost to a little bit above, but let's see. If it hits 53,500, then only I'll do it. What's the OI data is saying? Just 1 second. Bank Nifty, no. Nifty. Good amount. Okay, equal amount of calls and put additions. But multi-strike OI we need to see, right? Oops. Retry. 1 second. Okay. So now, all right. This is interesting. Without even going 24,300 PE up, the markets are going up. It's giving me. It's not giving me good signs. Volume is also declining. See, volume inversion has to happen now, right? So this, if you see, right, volume is declining. What's the supply level in futures? Just 1 second, figuring out this 845. Need to select horizontal. Need this wick. 848 can be a good supply level, and this volume has to increase, traders. This divergence cannot be there. If you see, right, this divergence should not be there. So a big candlestick should come here, and with breaking all the previous volume level highs, a green candlestick. It should come. I think it's building. It should come. Let's see. Let's observe. 748. That's a good point. All right, and see, that's why I'm very less biased towards making money on the call side, because whenever the markets go up, right, the VIX is against you, the time value is against you. Either you short a put, that would be a great thing to earn money, because whenever you're shorting put, the time is in favor of you, because time will always decrease and you'll get that time decay, right? And plus the VIX is it's if the VIX is decreasing, because essentially when the market goes up, the VIX decreases, right? So if the VIX is decreasing, you will get more decay. So that's why making money on the call side when the markets are going up, because everybody knows uh, the markets go up very slowly and they come down very fast, right? So it's difficult. Naturally, it's very difficult to make money on the call side. So people prefer to enter on the put short side. But nowadays, if you are seeing the spikes, the level, the intensity of spikes, pretty much I think everyone is even scared to short the puts. So nothing can be done. Essentially, you have to under trade. By under trading, I mean if you are in a habit of trading 10 lots, trade 2 to 3 lots only. That's the only solution. Have a stop loss and trade your quantity. What you used to trade 1/5 of that. That's the only solution you can have to preserve your capital, right? This is the reason why I did not, moved away my stop loss, like moved up. So what Bank Nifty can do, see, we have a small resistance at 53,444, but it does not matter that much. Let's go to 15 minutes. Okay, I'll just once, delete these drawings, and if someone would have seen, right, what they would have recommended, let the market come down. It's a V-shaped recovery, and what market essentially can do is again take a resistance, form a price action, and go down this, right? So that's why we are trading very less lots and very less quantities, right? Because essentially these V-shaped recoveries, right, they do not sustain. Still, we are trying our hands because the markets are going up with the support of 5 EMA. So what it can do is it can fade out the momentum here, and slowly, if the markets are making something like this, we'll exit our longs, right? It should not break the prior swing high, right? So if you see, right, if you see the price action, let's, if you hide this move, this was the swing high, the market went up, made a candlestick prior swing high, and then went above. So what the market can do, it can make a candle like this and then again go like this, right? But it should not close beyond that. It should not close below 53,300. It can come, it can give a wick, but it should not be whole bodily candlestick, right? You'll see Nifty. All right, things are stable. All right, traders, market has gone stale. There's not much action, but it's a healthy thing that markets Nifty 50 is trying to sustain at this level, as we have discussed, right? Just a second. So after breaking out from the level of 700, markets are sustaining near 750. It's a positive sign for the markets. VIX is also constant. So this, let's for a while let's discuss on this VIX, right? VIX rose in the morning, right, attracting all the put buyers, right? And essentially the big players, they wanted to short the put. So they wanted to they wanted the put buyers to come in, buy the put, giving put sellers the liquidity, and finally when they got the liquidity, they shorted the puts. This is essentially what has happened. And right, so let's see Bank Nifty. Okay, we went long here. So till now, I think let's reduce the width of this. All right, I'm biased to shift my TSL here, but it would be little bit aggressive trailing. We decided to shift whenever Bank Nifty hits 53,500. All right, we'll just have a brief look at what Nifty IT is doing. Okay, all right. So pretty much every index, turn around, and I think all right, Nifty IT is giving a huge breakout, right? So previous day high. Of course, it's a very poor risk to reward ratio for going long on Nifty IT. I would rather short here if at all we close below prior day low. But it's like जैसे कहा जाता है ना, जब तक दीपक में घी या तेल है तब तक जलने दो. जिस दिन तेल खत्म उस दिन हम भी शॉर्ट मारेंगे. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, राइट. I'll close down the IT. 744. I think it will be a very huge short covering now, right? So Nifty Bank also it's looking healthy, and I think banks only would be the one to trigger the short covering, right? All right, let's see. We are about to cross the 24,750 zone, and I think what I expect is auto is also coming. Tata Motors is coming as good. Mahindra Mahindra is coming good. Bajaj Auto is also good. I think Nifty 50 stocks are healthy, right? So that's a good sign. Let's just hope a wild move does not come, right? Our stop loss is here, this green zone, and we have been discussing this from the past 20 to 25 minutes that our stop loss is at cost. All right, I'm thinking to take some lunch. देखते हैं मार्केट में अगर ऐसे ही रहा sideways, so we'll not give more money to DK and we'll exit our एक बार है ना एट द मनी का एक वो देखते हैं हमने क्या 53,500 का बैंक निफ्टी का कॉल ऑप्शन देखते हैं. ऑलराइट, वी जस्ट ऑब्जर्व इट्स प्राइस एक्शन लिटिल बिट आउट द मनी, बट मल्टीपल चार्ट्स खोलते हैं. ऑलराइट, लेट्स ओपन टू चार्ट्स. बैंक निफ्टी, राइट, एंड 53,400 बैंक निफ्टी December CE done. All right, so we'll essentially okay, this is not the one what I wanted. Just 1 second. Two charts. This is not the bank nifty, man. Nifty bank. All right, so all right, so if you see right from this both sided charts, right, we can essentially see how the spot moves and how the I'm having some problem with my throat. Apologies for that. So how the price action is in the option and on the spot, because in the option India VIX also gets factored in, and India VIX is constantly, what a crush in India VIX, beautiful. I mean, it's a dream for an option seller, right? All right. So we in terms of this option perspective, we went long around 500, right? So almost 50 points we have scored in Bank Nifty, and let's see what Nifty is doing. A small red candlestick came, but essentially it's now getting recovered. Once Bank Nifty touches this one, right? What do you say? 53,500 will trail our stop loss. The green zone will move it little bit upwards. All right. 745 we have achieved. All right, there is good increase in premiums. From the level of 500, we have come till 560, 60 points we have heard, and even the spot is moving good. All right, so just crucially waiting for 53,500 to trail the stop loss. Okay, there's a good increase in premium, which tells me that futures are would be probably moving if the even if the spot is not moving. What's Nifty 50 is doing? 745. Nifty 50 has gotten, it's given a pause. Oh, it's a big crush in VIX. I think VIX has gone negative. Is it? It's about to go negative. That is a good thing, but not a good thing for option buyers, of course, right? So, okay, just wanted to, you know, paste this drawing in this chart, but it's fine. Cannot do like that. So, according to this, again and again, apologies for my throat. I don't know suddenly what has happened. So, Bank Nifty, we'll just have a look at why change, right? What is happening? More number of put shots being added. Alright. The Bank Nifty, I think data is very confusing. Not sure what the people are trying to do. 53 436 we have achieved. 578. Let's go. 578. Still 50 points more to go to trail our stop loss, right? And if you see, right, this is how the price action is from the morning. From morning, Bank Nifty, how it is moving. Just observe. Even if it is coming down, it takes support from 20 ma. So let's suppose 20 ma gets extrapolated till here. So if it comes down, it should take actually support from here, and this should be ideally adding a good place to add more lots. Or if you have not entered, if you have missed the entry, you should enter at this point. You should not trade in a way where you do a FOMO entry at this point, right? So that's not how you enter it. I'll explain you what happens when you enter at the wrong point. Let's suppose you entered here. It came down. If you're entering here, at least you would have kept your stop loss here. Stop loss hit. You'll probably take a contra trade. You think the markets are gonna come down. You short here. Markets again go up. Again SL. Right. This is a cycle which many new traders get stuck in. Right. So the system is, anyways, the system is if you are trailing with a certain thing. So whenever that trailing point comes in, right, enter in that area. So currently we are trailing from this 20 ma. So let's suppose this 20 ma gets extrapolated like this. So whenever the market is coming at this point, enter at this point, then trade it like this. Enter at this point, exit at this point, right? There was a good increase in the premium, but I think they're not they'll not let call buyers earn good money, right? In short amount of time. Of course, from morning it has doubled, right? So okay. Nifty, what Nifty is doing, Nifty has gone stale. I think it's hovering around this point, and I think what we discuss essentially is that only it should at least sustain near 750, then and only it will give a breakout because this is a good level. It should take a pause at this point. That's what it is doing. We have to wait. All right, traders, we are about to hit 53 500 and the premiums are also increasing in a good way. Just expecting a good move before 3 p.m. If at all, let's we'll do one thing, right? Let's focus on post 3 p.m. Let's clear everything. And this bank nifty looks too bullish, man, for me, because it went down, it absorbed all the liquidity and it came up, right? So whenever this price action has formed, let's go a little bit in the past and let's figure out whenever this has happened, right? This, if you see this, we essentially went heavily down, took a support from 200 DMA, then came up, and the next day it was super bullish, right? So it's still a good bullish hammer. If at all we close it like this, let's suppose post 3 p.m. the markets come down and we essentially close another doji, then we will not carry. But if at all we close somewhere here, see, I'll try to make you see one more thing. इससे ज़्यादा बुलिश कुछ हो नहीं सकता बैंक निफ्टी में, ठीक है? There is nothing more bullish than this price action, right? Because I'll make you see this one thing. कमेंट सेक्शन में कमेंट करके बताना ये कौन सा पैटर्न बन रहा है. ऑल राइट, ठीक है. So I think if we are comfortably closing above this one, right, 53 500, we can carry 1 to 2 lots and add more on Monday. Let's see. Alright, guys, I'll be off to lunch, right? I'll be doing lunch in front of my system only. So if there's any query, there's any question, just post it in the comment section. I'll be on mute. If anything comes up, any TSL shifting or any wild move comes, I'll update you on the spot only. Alright, cheers. Alright, traders, we have broken out of the level of 24,750 and I think some longs have been initiated. Bank Nifty, if you see, 487 we have done. Alright, and the premium is also increasing very good. 53 500 there would be huge short covering, right? So let's see that how it goes. 765, right? Bank Nifty. I think 53,500 it touched and it's taking resistance from that point, right? So we'll see. It needs to sustain above 53,500. That's the condition for moving up the stop loss, right? If we see Nifty futures, what? All right, the volumes are increasing. That's a beautiful sign, right? It's a good bullish sign. All right, traders, we have essentially touched 53,500. I'm moving my SL to here above 53,500. Uh, we went long here, so now our trailing SL is here. So trailing SL would be somewhere here for the option, right? So we are our TSL is way above our entry. Entry was at around 500, so 50 points we still have in our hand. All right, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, traders. I think time to wrap up the stream. It's already 2:35. I'm expecting a decent move around 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Right, VIX is going down, heavily down. So basically, if you see Nifty futures, right, they are just, for me, it's a bullish price action only. So generally, what happens, right? It like this is just a building up for all the longs, right? We cannot short here, right? So Nifty 50, we are sustaining our 1050. It's good for the markets. The markets, we can, I'm not sure because we cannot essentially go bullish at this point because it has come a long way. For hourly, from hourly perspective, we need a pullback till this, then go long at this, right? But market has traded a lot of time here, right? Not in this area, but above, I think below this one. This area market is traded a lot. So if we are getting a close anywhere above this level, it should be healthy for bulls. Alright, so let's just see 3 p.m. move. How does it perform, right? As far as the question of Nifty is, I think things are pretty much smooth. Bank Nifty, we are sustaining above 53,500. That is also a good thing. The premiums are also looking stable. Like they're not decaying as I expected due to the VIX. Alright. I'll move my stop loss here. Alright. So almost we went around long around 500. So almost we have captured 100 points in Bank Nifty, which is decent, right? I think we can exit at this point also. Think to exit, right? I don't want to carry anything over the weekend. Alright, so think to exit at this point. Let's see. We already have our TSL here. I think it's a good time. Still, we have not hit our trailing SL, but let's cut our long at this point of time. Almost it's 2:40 p.m. and I'm not any more interested in any price action coming down from here, right? So we have cut all our trades, right? Even if, like, I personally do not trade it, did not trade, but if you have taken any trade, you can cut your trades. Just observing final, having a final look at the OI data, alright. There's nothing much here. Long and winding. Let's not, take anything back home. Not interested. Alright, traders. We should be, almost. It's 2:41 p.m. Right. So it was a brutal day for option sellers, right? But for option buyers who went short in the morning or who carried short, it was a beautiful day for them. And let's not spoil the day anymore. Let's wrap up our trading desks, and we'll essentially discuss the outlook for next week in a separate video. This was just a live session, alright? And I'll see you all guys in the next weekly analysis video. Cheers, traders.